What is up, guys? My name of course is Carlo and welcome yet to another video. And yes, apologies for my absence. I've been absent for about 6 days now and it's all because of my latest purchase. So in a second I am going to tell you exactly what I bought, which is quite obvious. It's an Imac. What model I bought, which is might actually shock you, and why I bought it. So let's have a little backstory without breaking my chair. Right, little backstory. As you know, a few months ago I had a HP Z820 workstation, which was a Hackintosh. Unfortunately, it died. The USB started going on it, and then it was just problems. So I sold it, and I vowed to get a new machine, an Apple machine, which I really wanted. Now, at this precise moment in time, I currently have a 15-inch Retina MacBook Pro, which I have been using as my daily driver because I have no tower. And yes, it can do the job, it does it great, but the problem was I wanted something which will be more consistent as a desktop for me. Even though the MacBook Pro is really good and everything, I just wanted a desktop unit. But at the same time, as you guys know through previous videos, I wanted to bide my time and wait for WWDC 2018, which is in July, to see if they were going to release any new iMacs. Now, I've been thinking about this quite a lot. I was thinking about it quite a lot, and I really want to get the new Mac Pro. As we all know, that's obviously probably not going to be released for another couple of years, a year or maybe 2 years at the most. And I really can't see myself sticking with a laptop for the next year and a half to 2 years until they decide to release these new versions of that particular machine. So I went out and got this little bad boy. Now, over this side I have a 32-inch 2.5K display. I literally thought to myself, right, let me go out and buy myself an iMac. So me and the missus, we went to the Apple store, started looking around. I saw this little one, which, believe it or not, is a 21.5-inch iMac, and I absolutely fell in love with it. So I spoke to the representative because I like the form factor, the side of it. It's so small and it's so thin. It's absolutely fine, and it's absolutely gorgeous to look at. So this has got a 4K display, which is insane. The picture's absolutely beautiful on it. And I thought to myself, right, if I get this, I'm going to have to max the shit out of it. I'm really going to have to get the highest spec machine I possibly can get for the money. So that's what I did. Now, unfortunately, it was a case of having to order it at the Apple store because they didn't have it in stock, so they said. So I'm just going to run through the specs with you at the moment. So I've got it written down on a piece of paper because I really can't remember it. So this is the 3.6 gigahertz Intel Core i7 7th generation turbo boost up to 4.2 gigahertz. So really powerful CPU. It's got 32 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. It's got 1 terabyte solid state drive, so an SSD, and it's got a Radeon 560 4 gigabyte graphics card inside. Altogether, it came to £2,669. And as I was actually purchasing the iMac, the sales rep said, hang on a minute, I think I might have one with this spec, maxed out. And he did, and it was a showroom model. So I said to him, listen, can you sell me that one and knock quite a bit of money off? And he did. So he knocked near enough £600 off the price and sold it as a shop soiled or refurbished shop soiled machine. And literally there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, there's not a blemish on it. It's like brand spanking new. Had the box and everything, do you know what I mean? So I snapped it up. Now, for me to have wanted to get this particular model with these specs in a 27-inch version, it would have cost me the best part of £5.5 grand. So this machine all in cost £2,100. So I've saved myself nearly £3 grand by getting this machine. So yeah, I got it, and I brought it home, and then when I was indoors setting it up, I thought to myself, have I done the right thing? Is this machine going to perform? And it does. It's as simple as that. This machine is lightning fast. As you can see, I've got a video Copilot project file in the background, and basically I just loaded it up, and it's just straight away, absolutely no problems. Final Cut is just buttery smooth on this. 4K is absolutely insane, as you're going to see here. And I even went a little step further with this little 21.5 inch iMac, and I brought in 6.5K red Epic or red Dragon footage into this little machine, into Final Cut, and it's absolutely perfect, buttery smooth to edit on. So if anyone says to you you can't edit on one of these, they will be talking absolute bullshit. Now, I do grant you this is totally maxed out, and if you're going to go for one of these machines, I would not scrimp on it. I would say, you know, because this model here, I mean, you really need to get a solid state drive for it. You know, the earlier versions came with still traditional 54 RPM hard drives, which are absolutely crap. I mean, this is like 2018, and I can't believe Apple still even stock them sort of hard drives. But with this one, yeah, make sure you get a solid state drive, make sure you get the most powerful processor you can, and make sure you get the best graphics card you can for the money. And do ask for discounts. I mean, that's an important thing. You can, if you go to the Apple store, they can, by rights, give you 10% off. So yeah, £2,100, it's absolutely beautiful. This is going to stay for me for the next couple of years or a year and a half until they release the new the Mac Pro, and then we'll be looking at that. Money's been put away for it, and then we're going to more than likely upgrade to that if this keeps up the good work, and it performs as well as it's doing now, because this is so fast. This is lightning fast and I've tested it in loads of different programs. I've tested it in Final Cut, 6.5K red footage. I can edit with that buttery smooth, colour grading, all that good stuff. This is so fast, it's frightening. Now the reason why I went for the 21.5 inch is purely because I've got 32 inch here. So there was no point me getting another 27 inch monitor. This would have been overkill. It would have been too much for me, and I'm getting old, my eyesight's not too clever at the moment as it is. So when I saw this iMac in general, I never realised it was so small, because I've never seen the latest 21.5 inch iMacs. I've never seen the size of them, and I didn't realise how small they really were, and how powerful you can get them to become. Otherwise I would have bought one of these ages ago, because I am a big fan of small form factor computers. And the great thing is, if I go away, like I'm house sitting in the next couple of weeks, I can literally put this under my shoulder here, take it to the other house, set it up in 2 seconds, job done. There was another little thing that I got discount from. It never comes, so I'm just turning my back to you. It never came with the latest Apple Mac keyboard and mouse. It never came with it at all. So I've already got them anyway, which was a bonus. So that didn't really fuss me when he said there's no Apple mouse and keyboard. He did say, do you want to buy them? I think that came to about 150, nearly 160 pounds for the mouse and the keyboard. But I've got the older version of it, and it's the same thing. It just does the same thing. So that was another 160 quid that I possibly saved by just sticking with the older version, and it still looks nice. It still does the job, and it's still amazing. So at the moment, in the background behind After Effects, I've got all my contact library, which is about 780 gigabytes of data, transferring onto the Thunderbolt drive to basically use with this Logic Pro. I've got to set up all Logic Pro X. I've got to set up still loads of stuff to install. I still haven't installed half the stuff I need to install on this. But yeah, there it is, guys. So I do apologise once again about my absence. As you can see, it was hopefully totally worth it. I'm really happy with this little sod. I've been playing with it for about 3 days now, and I've been meaning to get a video out to you guys, but I wanted to just knuckle down and test it out and make sure that I didn't need to say, look, you know, we need to take this thing back because it's not doing the job, it just can't handle it. But it can handle anything I throw at it. This thing is lightning fast and it's just a pleasure to work on. So, as always guys, thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, smash that like button. And as always, I'll definitely catch you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.